Okay, so I'm with Tom Brown. Tom, you've won the Man of Steel award here at Crosfields last season. Tell me about, how that came about and how you're enjoying your time here.
Yeah, come about just from a tough season with everyone. We didn't have the best start. We've gone up a league, so there was some tougher opponents. We lost 1 or 2 players, so there was some tough matches in there that we've had to dig in. All the lads have turned up. They've just had some tough opponents, and I think we just ground them out and just did the right things on the day, I think, to get that.
So how do you get nominated as Man of Steel? Is that like a player's thing, or?
Yeah, so the Man of Steel's sort of a 1, 2, 3 from each player for the season, so you get the points for that way. So it's from all the players, which is obviously a bit more of the better reward, I always think. It means the most, because it means that your mates you're playing with like what you're doing and appreciate it, sort of. So it's a good feeling to win that one.
Now, obviously, I know you're muddied up. We've just come back to Crosfields. First session of the new pre-season.
Yeah.
How did it go?
It was a tough one. Definitely blew off some cobwebs in that one. But it was just a good laugh with all the lads back down, back feeling like it should have been. A good crack, good, like we've not been away. Definitely a tough one, but Danny and Robert brought some good drills in there, got everyone back laughing, smiling, and just looking forward to the season. I think it's got everyone ready for it really already.
Did you know Danny and Rob before?
Yeah, you know them from around the town, from other clubs. I've played with Danny's brother Luke for a while, and Danny coached us, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. During COVID, we had a little league there and we ended up winning with it, so he's proven, do you know what I mean? So hopefully he'll come back and we can do it again. And
I've got to say, there was a load of skills-based stuff, because sometimes you come back to a pre-season and it's just get the miles in your legs and you're just running, but there was a lot of smiles, a lot of ball work.
Yeah, it's one thing they've said to us is they're not going to beast us, because at the end of the day it's doing the right skill games, the right skill activities with everyone. That's going to get the miles in the legs and get us going, and it gets people down because you're not dreading a big flogging, do you know what I mean? So it was good to do. It was tough still, but I think there was a lot of smiling faces out there and everyone's really picking up for it and excited for the next session.
And of course, when I'm talking to you, we're just in sort of mid-November, aren't we? So yeah. How does it look to Christmas? Is there sort of 2 or 3 sessions in there?
Yes, I think at the minute we're going to try and get at least 3 sessions in, possibly 4, and then see what goes on from there, whether we get anything in between, any friendlies, any sort of just... I think we've got a Pass V present here, for instance. That's just a good laugh with the club, gets a lot of players together and helps get a bit of mileage in the legs.
I mean, that's important as well, isn't it? I know we don't really touch about this quite a lot when I do these type of chats and stuff, but keeping people involved, so that past and present thing really does help, doesn't it? Yeah,
that's it, because at the end of the day it's everyone's club. It's everyone plays here, everyone comes through the system here, and I think it helps connect a lot of the younger lads to the older ones, and you get some lads here who it's dad and lads playing against each other, so it's a really good family day because all the family comes down for it, and it's just a good crack afterwards as well. And I think it helps as well give a bit of confidence to some of the newer lads, some of the younger lads who might be stepping up that year, gets them to know a few of the people, and I think it's a good thing that we brought back into it, because we didn't manage to have it for 2 or 3 years, and I think it's great that it's back.
Okay, I'm joined by Danny Walker. Danny, welcome back to Crosfields.
Yeah.
What's it like to be back?
No, it's good to be back. I love doing stuff for the community clubs, and Crosfields is one of my community clubs. So anytime I get the chance to come down, help out, I love getting involved. And this year I've decided to take up the assistant coach role under Campbell, so I am looking forward to a good year.
You look like you was enjoying it out there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is this kind of like the next step what you're looking to take?
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm a bit of a rugby geek, as they say, and I love being around rugby, and I love studying it. So anytime I get to give back to, like I say, community clubs and stuff like that, I want to put my hand up and do I see myself after I retire. Touch wood, it doesn't come around any sooner rather than later, but if I do see myself becoming a coach one day, yeah, I would. Right now, yeah, I would see it, because like I say, enjoy it, and like I say, a bit of a rugby geek, so I want to be around rugby as much as I can.
I was just saying to Tom Brown, who we spoke to just before, that looked like a fun session, because you was keeping the ball and actually working a lot with the ball as opposed to running the legs off people.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's how I did a bit of coaching down there a few years ago, and I said to the boys at the start of that, like I said to them at the start of today, that I'm not going to, they work as hard as they want through the week, working 9 till 5 jobs and stuff like that. Turning up on a Saturday to train, turning up to train on Tuesday and Thursday night. Last thing the lads are going to be wanting is me screaming at them, blowing the legs off, making them run, and when they've got to wake up at 6 in the morning to go work. You know what I mean? So I don't agree with that sort of stuff at this level. So I just want to get the ball in the hands as much as I can. I want to improve the skill as much as I can. I make everything nice, high and intense. Everything's going to be intense and everything's going to be moving as fast as we can with the ball. But running the legs off lads, I don't really agree with it. We'll have a couple of decent sessions where we'll get a bit of running into him, but mainly what I focus on is just getting the ball in hand and enjoying it.
And for session number 1, I mean, there were some great skills there, weren't there?
Yeah, definitely. To be honest with you, it surprised me. It surprised Cammy too, and you know, it turned up. Lads have probably not touched the ball since September. You know, it's been a couple of months they've probably not seen a ball. So them to just turn up, get straight into it the way they did, get their hands on the ball and the skill that they had. A few loose balls here and there, but one thing I liked about them, and I want to drill into the lads, is any sort of loose balls, anything like that, you get on them straight away, because that's an opportunity for the other teams to score a try. So. And we had a couple of them today where the lads drop ball but go straight on it, which is what I love, and that's the sort of little things that I want to bring into this team.
Those little 1%ers, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. They're little 1%ers, and that's what I believe amateur rugby is all about. It's all the little hard work and the little effort areas, and if you're good at them at this level, at any level, if you're good at them and you work your best at them, then you're going to have a successful team, and that's what we're trying to build here. That's what we'll hang our hat on week in, week out, after session, the little 1%ers.
There must be something quite refreshing as well about coming back to community rugby, having been in a professional environment like you are, and giving that back. Yeah,
definitely. You know, I feel like it sort of leaves a bit of pressure off me too, you know what I mean, and I can just really enjoy it, you know what I mean, whereas sometimes at a professional level the pressure might get to you a little bit more, so you sort of stop enjoying it that little bit. You know, I always enjoy my rugby, I love it no matter what, but sometimes the pressure will overweigh that side of it, and whereas here at amateur I can just really enjoy it. I can put the pressure on them sort of thing, and I can just take a backward step and try and teach them and coach them through that. And I love seeing lads get better, and you know, that's one thing that I'd say I want to build on. We keep improving people, not just as players but as people too.
And it looks like you've already got a good working relationship with Rob.
Yeah, you know, I've worked with Cammy since I was probably 15. I was over at Widnes at the time, doing a scholarship and academy, and I spoke with Rob a fair bit. He was coaching a bunch of my mates from school and stuff like that, and I went down, helped out with him a few sessions. So I've worked with Cammy for a fair bit, and you know, we enjoy the partnership that we have. I take on the more energetic role and running around and all that stuff, and Cammy just does the more managing side of it and managing the players and getting them right.
Now, obviously last season Crosfields, they consolidated the place within the division that they're in, National Conference League One.
Yeah.
What are you thinking for, it's probably too early to even ask this question by the way, but what are you thinking kind of for next year?
See, I just want to, what I believe is if we build on our foundations and we set our foundations in early, we can do whatever we want. We can be whatever team we want to be. If, like I say, we build on them 1% and stuff like that, I don't see no reason why we can't compete for the league. I know that deep down in every player there that we've got a player, and I don't know the league that very well, so I don't know what teams really we're going to be coming up against, but if we set our foundations right, and I know that me and Cammy get this team right and get them ready for round one and week after week, I know we've got a team there that will compete at any level, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully we have a successful year.
Okay, I'm delighted to be joined by Rob Campbell. Rob, welcome to Crosfields. How are you finding the role so far?
Really good, everyone's been great. Committee welcomed us with open arms. Obviously first session today, all lads are really bought into that first session with Danny. I'm excited, yeah, it's good.
That was a cracking first session as well, wasn't it? You know, loads of ball work, loads of skill.
Yeah, I think what impressed us the most is the skill level that's there. In conditions as well, it's not great out there. It was quick, they bought into it. The skill level really impressed both of us. We've just been speaking about it, me and Danny, and that's what shocked me the most is how good. I think we had one ball down in the opening bit. So if we can build from that, it's a good start anyway.
Very good start, a very good start. Now, the club consolidated its spot in Division One last year.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've come on board. Mm-hmm. What are you bringing to the club?
What I really want to bring is consistency, because I think everyone can see with Crosfields over the years, they've got talent, they've got a lot of grit, but if they can get themselves consistent week in, week out, they can really kick on. I think what we bring is something maybe a little bit different. Try and get a feel-good feeling around the club, bring that back. So hopefully get that consistency week in, week out, and we should be all right.
And tell us a little bit about your rugby league journey, because you're well travelled around these parts, aren't you?
Yeah. There's a few jokes going around about Tiger Woods at the minute, but yeah, no, I'm a Rylands lad originally. Played all my juniors at Rylands. Then I started coaching at Rylands under 18s, where Danny jumped on and helped us out. So he went to school with a lot of lads there, and he was really good. And then took over the open age at Rylands. Then I was doing 2 coaching roles, one at Woolston after Rylands Open Age folded at their conference side, and I was still at Rylands it ended up at under 16s, I think they were under 12s at the time. Learnt a lot from that, and now obviously Dom gives a call, and I'm happy to be at Crosfields.
And it's exciting, you know, because it's #1 team in the town, isn't it?
At the minute, yeah. Hopefully we'll keep it that way. That's our aim. Yeah, it's a great club. See, I'm quite fortunate with Crosfields, because obviously there's a lot of stigma around the town. Rylands don't like Latford and Crosfields, but there is that. It's healthy rivalry.
And I think that's what it is. You know, it's not like hatred, is
it?
It's healthy rivalry. And
I've got lots
of friends.
Yeah, of course there is. But my brother grew up as a Crosfields lad, so I grew up here watching him with my Rylands shirt on underneath. So I've got a lot of respect for the club. A lot of respect for a lot of people who are still here from then. So my older brother played here for 20 years maybe. He's got all his open age, and from under 14s I think he came over. So I know a lot of people here. I've got a lot of respect for the club, and that's why it made it easier to make that choice to come over.
And from speaking to Danny, you've obviously got a good working relationship, and it looks like it's going to be a year of enjoyment, really.
You know what, Danny makes my life really easy. I don't like moving a lot, he does. No, I think in all seriousness, we've worked together a long time, on and off. It works. Obviously the knowledge he's got through being a pro, an international, he's got a lot of ideas, a lot of great ideas. I think I like working with the players one-to-one a little bit more, so it really does work, and I'm excited. Really excited to see what we can do.